Meet Heidi, the creator behind the channel Lil Red Heidi Hood. Her content is built around the raw, unforgiving side of the outdoors, camping, hunting, fishing, and surviving beneath an open sky where comfort is never guaranteed. She moves from one remote landscape to the next, chasing isolation, pushing farther from civilization and deeper into places where help is nothing more than an idea. On December 4th, 2023, she set out alone on a solo hunting trip deep in the forest. Just another journey into the wild, or so it seemed.
I don't know what has happened to this hunting season. It has just slipped by. I guess Thanksgiving and family stuff and just this time of year is so busy. I've been able to get out there a few times, but not as much as I would have liked to, and I feel like the rut is pretty much almost over. We've got a few days left of rifle season, so I'm gonna go sit for like a solid till dark, like 5 hours, which I used to be able to sit like all day sits, and I don't know, there's just too much stuff going on, but I feel like a solid 5 hour sit is gonna be pretty good. Definitely.
Heidi set up her camp and began her hunt, settling into the slow, quiet rhythm of the woods. The kind of silence that feels peaceful at first, but heavy, watchful, and unsettling the longer it stretches on. The forest stood still around her, every sound amplified, every shadow seeming just a little too deep, and then, without warning, that calm shattered.
You guys, that's insane. That thing was literally like nose to nose with me, and I freaked out and I said boo. Oh my gosh, that was so crazy. I saw him running from like so far away, and he came literally straight to me, and my blind window is like all the way down, and he literally came and like looked in the window like at my face, and he was like making me this I don't know what he was gonna do. I was so scared. I should have probably waited and just seen like what he was gonna do, but man, that was crazy. It's like the only thing I've seen so far except a million squirrels, but that was crazy. Whoa.
A bear suddenly appeared, moving straight toward her tent, close enough that there was almost no space between predator and shelter. In that instant, panic took over. Heidi shouted, her voice cutting through the trees, startling the animal just enough to send it retreating back into the darkness of the forest. She was spared. The bear wasn't aggressive. It didn't attack, but the message was clear. Out there, the line between safety and disaster is razor thin. The wilderness doesn't announce its dangers. It simply steps into your space. And that night, Heidi was one of the few who walked away unharmed by nothing more than luck and timing. A tiny nomad is a solo female traveler known for her quiet, minimalist car camping life across Alaska's vast and unforgiving wilderness. Her channel is usually calm, snow-covered roads, isolation, and the slow comfort of solitude. But in Alaska, silence doesn't always mean peace. Sometimes it feels observant. Sometimes it feels wrong. On this night, that stillness would turn into one of the most disturbing experiences she has ever captured on camera. On October 29th, 2025, she finds herself in Anchorage, Alaska, parked inside a Russian Orthodox cemetery, a place known for its brightly painted spirit houses, small wooden structures built above graves, meant to shelter the souls of the dead. In daylight, they appear colorful, almost charming, but under a late October night sky, they resemble tiny homes waiting to be occupied again.
So the real reason I'm out this way is because I want to car camp at the abandoned Igloo Hotel right on this road. I've passed it several times, and for some reason I just thought it was a gas station or something that was actually in business. I didn't know anything about the history of it until recently. It's been there since 1970 something, and it was this man's dream to turn it into a hotel close to Denali National Park. And I think the main reason the whole dream fell through is because the building wasn't up to code, specifically the window sizes, and he just didn't have the money to continue with the project further. And yeah, so it's just sat vacant for decades, and now it's practically a roadside attraction. Unfortunately, I think it has been vandalized quite a lot, but if you're asking me, it still looks super cool, and it's a little spooky because that area is known to have a lot of grizzly bear activity.
After hours of navigating icy back roads, her original plan to camp near the abandoned Igloo Hotel collapses when she discovers the access road completely blocked by snow and fallen branches. With daylight fading fast, she reroutes, determined not to abandon her Halloween special. The backup location, however, carries a reputation, one whispered about by locals, a historic Russian Orthodox cemetery rumored to be active long after burial. Snow-dusted trees loom over rows of graves, while spirit houses sit silently among them, bright colors muted under the cold night.
I have to figure out what I'm doing now, because I was just going to hang out there all day and admire the weird spookiness of it. So, oh, lordy, lordy, lordy. Goodbye, Igloo Hotel. Since we can't car camp there, we are gonna go try to stealth camp at a haunted cemetery in Anchorage. Because if that isn't the most spooky Halloween thing you could possibly do, then I don't know what else is. Obviously, that wasn't my number one choice of things to do for the Halloween special video, because that's actually spooky. I'm not saying that Igloo Hotel ain't spooky either, but it's just really cool, isn't it?
By the time she parks near the old wooden chapel, night has fully closed in. The cemetery surrounds her, still, untouched, and colder than it should be. She half jokes to the camera that this might be the worst decision she's ever made, but her voice trembles just enough to betray the truth. As she begins setting up a small cooking area, a motion light on the chapel suddenly snaps on. There's no wind, no movement, no explanation. The bulb flickers violently, tearing through the darkness. She laughs it off, but her body stiffens. The light clicks off, then on again, then again.
There's a light. Lights up the front of the church. And there it goes. It's turned on twice since I've come back. What do you think it is, guys? Do you think it's animals or wind, or do you think it's ghosts or spirits? Because this cemetery is haunted and it's known. Oh my god, it just came. You guys, I am actually getting kind of scared. I don't ever get scared of stuff like this, but what the heck? You guys, right as I started talking about spirits, the light turned on again. I need a glass of wine. Oh my gosh.
She starts reading aloud about the spirit houses, how they're meant to protect the dead, acting as a bridge between worlds. The moment the words leave her mouth, the light explodes back to life. The timing feels deliberate, unnatural. The motion light activates again. No footsteps, no passing cars, no shifting branches. Her flashlight trembles as she scans the cemetery. The snow-covered trees remain perfectly still, yet the chapel light now pulses rhythmically, as if responding to her voice or her presence.
I was just reading a little bit more about the spirit boxes, and they symbolize shelter for the departed soul in the afterlife. Right as I read that sentence, of course, that light turned on again. Of course, it could mean nothing, but it could mean something. You guys let me know. What do you think? I really haven't researched much about this cemetery until right now. Obviously, our plans from earlier got a little messed up. I was going to be camping at the igloo. So this was a quick last minute change of plans. Well, I just learned that this cemetery is one of Alaska's most notorious locations for paranormal activity. I cannot make this up. I did not know that until right now. I feel like I have to stay because I committed to it, but your girl is scared. I do not like that light coming on and off.
The camera keeps rolling as the light continues flashing through the chapel windows. Each burst feels sharper, closer, aware. Somewhere beyond the graves, faint rustling begins. She grips the steering wheel, frozen, listening. Minutes stretch into hours. The light never stops, always without cause, always watching. Sleep becomes impossible. What was meant to be a Halloween adventure turns into a long, silent vigil beside hundreds of graves.
This freaking light, it will not stop. I guess I'm just gonna pull an all-nighter or something, so I can't sleep. Every tiny little noise is freaking me out at this point. And that damn light will not stop going on and off. I'm gonna have to just ignore everything and try to lay down and fall asleep. Oh, jeez Louise. Why do I do this to myself? It's only one night, Gina. One night, that's it.
When dawn finally breaks, the light shuts off instantly, as if its purpose has been fulfilled. Morning washes the cemetery in pale gray calm, still, quiet, untouched, like nothing had happened at all. What was supposed to be a playful holiday video became something far darker, a reminder that some places, especially those built for the dead, are not meant to be visited for entertainment. What do you think happened that night? Let me know in the comments. If you're enjoying this story, subscribing really helps the channel grow. It's free, and it allows me to keep bringing you more real encounters like this. Now let's get back to the video. The YouTube channel Oreo Speedwagon returned in October 2021 to the Tishomingo Wildlife Management Area, a place they had camped before, where things got a little creepy last time. This trip, they planned to spend the night again, this time with their dog Badger, just to see what might happen.
Here at the Tishomingo Wildlife Management Area Refuge, home for the rehabilitated. I don't know. It's an outdoor place. I've actually been here before. And got a little creeped out here last time. But here's the thing. Badger, yes, he's running around being Badger, obviously. But he's been very skittish since we got here.
Yeah.
Like, he'll just take off running and not like doing zoomies running. Like,
Yeah.
No, now he's doing that.
Yeah, no, he'll come down here.
But he comes down this little ravine down here, and
he won't go any further. Like
no, and then he'll like get all skittish and run off. So I don't know. See,
he's looking now.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on, but we're gonna stay here tonight and find out.
Okay.
From the moment they arrived, Badger started acting skittish. He refused to go past a certain point near a ravine. They'd camped at this exact spot before and experienced some strange things, which made his behavior even more noticeable this time around.
Well, last time we were here, there was a crow walking around in the van, I think, or
and then he heard something slapping the van.
Well, not slapping, but like, I don't know, maybe a raccoon.
Yeah.
Was like walked under the van and hit the bottom of hit the frame hard enough to like kind of move the van. That'll wake you up. You know, if a raccoon runs into your house, you're like, I have no idea that a raccoon ran into my house. We live in a van, you know.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you would know that.
You're a little more acutely aware of your surroundings. But yeah, I don't know. We're definitely going to keep you posted.
Yeah, because he won't go any further. He'll look out there and I don't know. He's just skittish.
We don't know.
I don't know.
Where are you hearing it, honey?
Everywhere. I mean, like in this area. Now he'll come over here, but he won't go over there.
Yeah, over there. He's like, nope. See?
Yeah, he.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on.
It's a weird. It's definitely a weird. We've been hearing noises across the lake. I'm gonna walk down here and see.
Camping in wildlife areas means sharing space with animals and dealing with sounds you can't always identify. Dogs pick up on things humans completely miss, and their reactions can mean nothing, or they can be a warning that you should take seriously.
I know there are turkeys out here. We've been out in the woods a lot. We know the sounds. What we're hearing are not regular sounds. And usually you can hear birds. You can hear critters. But when you're hearing other noises and you're not hearing critters, yeah, I'm not sure. Not sure. We're going to stick it out. GoPro, stop recording. You know, we have no problem running off, or not running off. We have no problem starting the van and driving out of here and going to find another place to stay. I don't feel like we're going to have to do that. I mean, do you feel like that, honey?
What?
Like we need to go somewhere else?
No.
Yeah.
It's just strange sounds.
Yeah, like I said, we haven't heard critters. I mean, we heard a duck, but we haven't heard critters.
I just heard something.
Creatures, yeah. She just heard something again back over that way. Last time we were here, there were turkeys.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Maybe we're freaking ourselves out.
Well, I mean, I'm not trying to. I don't let myself get freaked out.
Yeah.
Because I know for 99.99 things that you hear, there's an explanation. That word. I knew there was a word for it.
Explanation.
So, don't know. Yeah. So we're sitting here just enjoying the peace and quiet. We keep hearing weird sounds. No clue what they are. Badger's been skittish again, like we said. Like he'll just look off in the woods and stop and just stare. Yeah. It's eerily quiet out here.
Now that was a duck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like you know, obviously there are raccoons and possums, whatever else out here. I mean, we're
Out in the
we're in the woods.
woods.
A little disconcerted. And then it's starting to
Sprinkle a
sprinkle.
little bit.
It's supposed to storm later. So, again, I'm not worried. But it's a little creepy. A little creepy. It'll be fine. It will.
So we've been sitting here in the van, lights off, just playing on our phones. We have the windows down, but we're just sitting in the van. And I keep hearing something out in front of the van. So let me turn the LED lights on real quick and see if there's any. No? It's all good so far, I guess. I mean, it's got to be good. I'm not really worried about it, but.
Out here.
So I locked Badger out of the van because we're sitting out here. And this boy got up in Rachel's whole lap because he's afraid of.
No.
Well, he's staring in one specific direction right now.
Living out of a van makes you way more aware of your surroundings than you'd ever be in a house. Some nights test you. They force you to decide whether you trust your instincts enough to pack up and leave, or whether you're willing to stick it out and find out what's really out there.